I think my battery is probably sitting about 60% right now. 60% maybe. It's a great setup. So, as you know, I've spent the last few weeks, possibly longer, trying to put together this Shopify site. And coming from the perspective of someone who's never really done anything web design based, it's been nice to have something like Shopify that has templates and tutorials on how to do it. But even with all of that, it's still a lot harder than you might expect. And I kind of always think, whenever I'm doing something new, whenever I'm learning something, whenever I'm trying to build something, whether it be a skill or in this case a web page, it's gonna take 4 or 5 times longer than you think it's gonna. And you kind of just have to sit down, just do it, and be frustrated and be annoyed, get depressed and feel the pressure of needing it to be up, despite the fact that you don't know when it's gonna be up. So I've been working on it, and I think today is launch day. I'm going to launch it today, even though I don't know if it's ready. But there's one thing I learned from, I guess, other creators, is just this idea of start before you're ready. You may never be ready. It's never gonna be perfect. It's never gonna be exactly what you wanna be at the start, and you kind of just need to do it and fix it as you go. You know what I mean? There's probably some mistakes in here. There's probably some things, and I'm just gonna have to do my best, which is what I've been doing. And I hope people will understand that and forgive me. Let's see if I can turn this screen around. Like that. That right there. That's the homepage. It's in preview mode right now. I have some anxiety about it. No lie, you know? I suppose it's like that for everything. You know, if you're creating something, whether it be music or a video or a painting, you know, a sculpture or whatever it is, it's kind of, you know, it's been your baby for the last few days, few weeks, few months, few years, whatever it is. That's your current baby. That's, you know, you're bringing something new into the world, and you want people to appreciate it and respect it and enjoy it and find value in it. Of course, there's some fear. But it's going up today. I will film me launching it later on. I haven't really advertised it. I haven't really done, I mean, like a little bit, obviously. I talked about it in my last vlog, and I mentioned it a few times on my Instagram, but I haven't done much in the way of trying to publicize it because I'm more concerned about getting the details right. I'm more concerned about making sure that it looks good and that everything works and that people are gonna be happy with it. So clearly the focus for me is just trying to put out something good and make sure that it's worthwhile, you know what I mean? Hang on. Oh, and of course there's planes and shit, whatever. So right now I'm heading down the street to do some groceries. Doing grocery shopping. Woo! Finally, I got it out. You know what though? When I say grocery shopping, I really just mean getting broccoli. That's all I need. I've got all the other things. So, broccoli time. Yeah, broccoli. Gonna get some strawberries too. Yeah, I think I should.
Rewards card.
So there was some sweet buskers out the front of Woolworths. Thought I'd give you a quick second to check them out. Woo! Now, broccoli and strawberries attained. It's time to head home. I did have hang on, I'm doing the headphone thing again. That's my bad. Can't even hear my fucking self-talk. I said I would talk about my setup to, can't remember his name. My bad. I will throw up a screenshot of the comment. Show the love. I will go into that when I get home, as well as going over a few last minute details for the website before I put it up. And then of course it's launch time. Right now, obviously I'm just walking home, so I will catch you a little bit later. Okay, so we have arrived at a little bit later. I'm home, I ate, it's good, on the balcony. And I'll give you a quick look at the setup I'm using. Then we're gonna launch that goddamn website. So, the setup that I've been using. This is my primary setup in the sense that it's my workhorse, you know what I mean? It's not the fanciest, most expensive, it's not the best looking mod. It's just the thing that I like to use that never messes up. You know, I never really have problems with this. And what it is, so I've got the Coilart Mage Mech tube. This button is from a Revolver Reloaded 2 mech. I don't think they really lasted very long. I mean, we had them in the shop for a short while and no one really bought them. And I think it's because it came with an RDTA built into the tube and people weren't really stoked on that. Personally, I wasn't super stoked on that either, but the button is very nice. Just a spring-loaded button. You've got simple spring button. I cut 2 rings off this spring, so it has a bit of a nicer throw on it. This is all it is. It's got the Delrin inner part and right up the end a little bit of Delrin so that you don't accidentally short circuit the battery on the top. We've got our Pickle Rick wraps. This, I believe, is a Sony VTC5A, if anyone wants to know what batteries I'm using. It's just rewrapped with a Pickle Rick. So there's your battery. On the top, this RDA right here, this is the Arthur V1 RDA by Advikin and Fatrio. I'm not sponsored by them. I just use it because I like it. It has simple 2-post design, thick posts. I've got my own alien coils in there. I do need to change that cotton, but I didn't do that for the video, so, you know, whatevs. I like to keep my airflow relatively small, but I'm not super stressed if it's wide open. This is just how I prefer it. I think my battery is probably sitting about 60% right now. 60% maybe. It's a great setup. Now this is the setup I've been using primarily for a couple of years, honestly. Or just because it's simple and easy, it does take a bit more advanced knowledge to use a mechanical mod setup. So if you don't know how to use this, you need to do some research. And I'm not gonna tell you what you should or shouldn't do with a mech because I don't want that liability. I'll be honest with you, I might do a video for that separately on what you should and shouldn't do with a mech, but for right now, I'm just saying that if you're going to use a mechanical mod like this one, or even a box mod, whether it's in series or parallel, whatever, if it's mechanical, if there is no computer chip inside it, there's nothing to regulate the power, you do need to know what you're doing because it can blow up. If you know what you're doing, it's totally fine. It's really simple piece of equipment. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can hurt yourself. And I don't want you guys to hurt yourself. So if you're gonna use something like this, do your research. Don't just rely on me and what setups I use. Do your own research. Make sure you read a bunch of different articles about battery safety and resistance and all those kinds of things. For those of you wondering why I use a tube mech when it's so dangerous, there's basically 3 main reasons. One, it's super durable. So if I threw this off the balcony right now, it might take a little bit of a beating, but it would still work fine. It's a copper tube. It's basically gonna last me my whole lifetime. I'm gonna stick it on my gravestone when I die. Like so. When it comes to doing tricks, I like it because it's out of the way. I can hold it right here, my hands are free. I can use this part of my hand the same way I use my free hand to do, your life bends and all that kind of stuff. And it just makes life easier for me. I don't have to adjust for the size or weight of a box mod. I can just do tricks, and my mod is out of the way, and it's no big deal. The time has come, sitting on the couch, looking at my website. I'm honestly extremely nervous, despite the fact that when I press this one button, which I think is all I have to do, nothing is gonna happen. No one's gonna know the website is live until I actually tell anyone, and even then, I don't expect like a crapload of sales straight away. Nonetheless, heart is racing. So, launch time. Are you ready? And, oh crap. I have to, no password. Save. Okay, my online store is now visible to customers, which hopefully is some of you, but may also be some other people. I really don't know who will or won't be interested in my products and my coils and buying them and all that kind of thing. I've got a couple of friends who will beta test this for me, go through the checkout and make sure that everything's working fine. Hopefully that if there are any problems, it'll be friends of mine letting me know what the problems are, and hopefully no one that wants to buy a product has any issues. The order will go through and I'll send out the coils, and I am now officially a businessman. I'm in big business, a one-man corporation. Good God, I shouldn't be this nervous. Literally nothing is happening. The store is live, but I haven't told anyone, so it's like, not like anyone's actually going to it, but this is what it is. The store is up. So if you are a person who uses coils and you're watching this, buy my stuffs. Fuck. I'm not good at promotion, guys. I'm really not. But the website's up. So by the time you are seeing this on the YouTubes, it'll be live. And if you want to get something, excuse me, sir. Fucking flies. Excuse me. I'm trying to film here. Jesus. By the time you see this, website will be up. So, wish me luck, guys. Cross your fingers for me. If you have more fingers, cross those too. And I guess that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. You know what to do. Peace out. Fucking flies.